What's going on, wrestling community? What up? It's your man Kev Easy here. Got Dread Man right here, man. WWG episode. Well, how should I start? How should I say it? Should I just say WWG 006? That kind of rolls off the, you know what I mean? I kind of like that. I dig it. What's good with you, Dre? How you doing, man?
Feeling good, ready to get into some wrestling talk, my boy. Ready to see what we got going on in the coming weeks, and then we got the pay-per-view coming up, and then we'll see where they go with these storylines, my brother.
Yeah, man. And if y'all don't know, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. But we're definitely talking about the King and the Queen of the Ring tournament in Saudi Arabia. We're talking about, the tournament, is going to come to a head at the event, but the tournament, we're actually going to speak about the tournament. Yo, what the fuck? Why are we getting so many good matches for free, bro?
I think the reason why we eating so good with WWE right now is because we're getting a taste of what's to come. We're getting the appetizer, but we're not getting the main course. No. They're going to save the main course for a Big Four event, for a SummerSlam, for a Survivor Series, for a Royal Rumble, for WrestleMania. So I'm with them. The thing is, they teasing us right now. And guess what? I love it. So that way we can see what's to come down the road.
Yeah, man. I'm with you, man. Like, look, the first round was cool. Got a couple good matches, man. Matter of fact, let me not do that. I feel like I'm shortchanging when I say it was just cool. We got a lot of good matches, man. You can start with Baron Corbin and I'm gonna be all over the place with these matches, but Baron Corbin and him, Carmelo Hayes, that was
Mr.
a good
Hayes.
match. It showed Baron Corbin did get better. I seen that in the community, on the on Twitter X. Shout out to the people that's watching from that. Well, I seen that, and I was like, okay, all right. I see that Baron Corbin is starting to get some love from the people, like the people that wasn't really in tune with NXT and how he was doing. And we also got what other matches we get, man? There's so many, man. AJ Styles and Randy.
Yes.
Probably, you said what?
Probably top 3 matches of the whole tournament so far, but we're going to get into the one who I think was number 1. When you say it, you're going to know it.
Okay. What else we get?
Matter of fact, you want me to go ahead and spoil it for you now?
Yeah. Because I'm low key trying to pull up the bracket right now.
Yeah. But the number 1 match so far was Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet. 5 stars. And we got that match for free. That was a pay-per-view caliber match. Those boys went out there.
Man.
Yes. They went out there, stole the show, wrestled their asses off, and tore the house down. I'm proud,
man.
Because it showed that Ricochet, while he might not be the best on the mic, is still probably one of the best athletes that the WWE roster has to offer. And Ilya Dragunov, the sky's the limit with that dude. They can go very, very far. But the thing is, I think we know what the end game is right now. The game is him versus Gunther. They're probably going to do a trilogy on the main roster for them.
He brought up Gunther. Gunther, who was his first match against?
His first match.
I need to pull that.
Yeah, his first match was against Kofi. Was it Kofi Kingston? Or was that his second match?
I feel like that was his most recent match.
Yeah, because he beat Rey.
But that match, when we talk about that match.
Yeah.
Man, I went into it because I was actually tweeting on throughout the whole. I was tweeting throughout the whole show, up until like a certain point. And when that match before it happened, I said, "Yo, this match is." Matter of fact, let me pull up the tweet. Let me pull up the tweet, man. Hopefully, it's not too far back, but yo, I thought it was gonna be a quick match. I thought it was gonna be one of them things where we just like, damn, Kofi can't catch a break, man. Like, what's up, Kofi, man, can't catch a break. Let me, here we go. Wait a minute. Okay. Maybe not. I thought, oh yeah, all right, here we go, here we go, here. And if y'all not following, man, go follow WWG on VSN on X right now. Make sure y'all follow that, man. Let me pull this tweet up. This is basically what I had, man. Hold on. This is what I had, man. I said Kofi and Gunther is about to go like. That's what I had, man. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be quick, fast, in a hurry. I thought it was gonna be bad. You know what I mean? It ended up being a good match. Ended up being a real good match, man. I like Gunther's matches, man. And for me to even try to doubt Gunther to have a bad match, it's like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I like the fact that he's the real cerebral assassin, man.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, he's the real one, man. If you got an injury, you showing an injury in the match, he's going to exploit it and beat you by it. And it's not going to be on some like I'm cheating. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I got enough tools in the arsenal that I can put you out by that injury. So him working that leg and then having Kofi tap out. Now Kofi tapping out, I was like, damn. But I haven't seen a real tap out in a minute, you know? I haven't seen one. So it was kind of good to see that, man. All right, finally I was able to kind of pull this up. All right, cool. So the first round we got matches like Zoe Stark versus Ivy Now. Matter of fact, let me start with the Kings. We just start with the Kings. Then we're gonna go with the women because the women, I ain't gonna lie, the women kind of been the better matches. Like, it's close, but some of these women matches has been like better. So all right, first round. Let me go to the King bracket. Here we go. Jey Uso beat Finn Balor. That was a good match.
Yes.
I wouldn't have mind if Finn won because I feel like Finn, before we run out of this thing, I think Finn needs a run. You know what I mean? I think the run that he had, it wasn't even a run. He got hurt when he won the Universal Championship. He was the first winner of that title. You know what I'm saying? So why not have this man have another opportunity? You know what I'm saying? I want to low-key throw this up here. Let me go through it. I'm looking at it on my phone right now, but the Ricochet Dragunov, you spoke about that. It was Gunther and Sheamus first. Now that Gunther and Sheamus, man. You know, every time these fellas are in the ring, we
always give us quality.
Yeah. Carmelo and Baron spoke about that. The Tama Tonga and Angelo Dawkins. That was a good match. I like what Angelo gave us. You know what I mean? There was a lot of people questioning, say, yo, how come you ain't give Montez that slot? I think, and they were saying, yo, you wasting Montez. Now, I'm going to ask you this before, I give my opinion on it. Do you feel like them putting in Dawkins rather than Ford, do you think that was like a smart idea, or do you think they should have just put Montez in that spotlight?
I'm going to go both directions with this. It was a good idea because it gives Dawkins some more time, and it's also on the flip side, we know that Ford probably wasn't going to go far in the tournament anyway, so it's probably best for Dawkins to take the loss to Ford.
I agree 100%. And that was that was literally my take, because I feel like, what's the point to have Montez Ford if you really had plans for Montez Ford? What is the reason, you feel me, for you to put him in there just to lose? The storylines that's going on in this tournament, Montez didn't fit there. Montez time is going to come. I think once, and I don't want to say once they leave, but I want to say maybe after, like towards the end of this year, not the physical year, but the WWE year, going towards WrestleMania, we're going to have an idea where Montez is going. You know?
Yeah.
That's my prediction. I feel by the time we get to WrestleMania, we're going to see Montez in another direction. You know, and I'm not talking about down. I'm just talking about up, you know, whether it's him turning heel on Dawkins or Hawkins turning heel on him, you know, or they just mutually split without no problem.
Here's a question. Does Ford get the Jey Uso treatment?
From the fans or from the company?
Both.
Well, you know.
Because Ford is over right now. He's a hell of an athlete and he's got a good gimmick. But does he get the same treatment as Jey Uso? From the fans, I say he's going to get a pop, but he's not going to get the Jey Uso yeet pop. I don't think they're going to receive him the same. But I think depending on based off of his in-ring work, WWE would be a fool to not push him or to not give him the same treatment as Jey Uso. Main event, Ford. Now it doesn't really have the same ring to it, but you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah. I think it's possible. Montez Ford has hella charisma, man. Charisma. You know what I mean? He don't necessarily miss. Like, as far as like, even he has something that not too many people have except Roman, and we kind of praise Roman for it. Roman's talking in between matches, like in the match. You
interacting,
interacting with the fans, talking down to his opponent, all like, you know, but the way Roman do it, it's like it's the master level of it, right? Montez does it, it's like, yo, he's just naturally good at this. You know what I'm saying? It's like Roman put in the work to become that great, you know, whereas like Montez was kind of born to be like that. Where I forgot what match it was, but he hopped in the camera, was like, now it's time for a commercial break. And then with the commercial. You know what I'm saying? It's like the little things Montez do. So I wanted to ask that question. And I agree with you, man. To have Montez go in a tournament just to lose, it hurts him more than anything. You know,
sure.
Dawkins can afford losses because a lot of people see him as the lesser version of the less, like, even though I feel like if they switch his gimmick to a guy that's solo, this is not Solo Sikoa, but like a solo star, they can pull off the same thing with Andrew, like with Dawkins, because he's athletic too. He's good in the ring. He has charisma. He look like he look like he high all the time. I ain't gonna lie, but he might be a high off life type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you on that.
Or maybe they don't split them up, but maybe he does compete as a singles competitor, and you got Dawkins there as just his muscle, his enforcer, his manager, so to speak.
Okay. And that's if Dawkins want to go for that, you know? Exactly. It's like, do I want to be a manager for my boy where I still I can do my own thing? And then I feel like he has a chip on it. He may have a chip on his shoulder. On the outside looking in, he has a chip on his shoulder. He might put one on his shoulder as far as, yo, I'm always being robbed, they always saying that I'm Robin. I'm better than a Robin. I can be a Batman too. This is not going to be like Devon and Bubba Ray when you split them up. It's not going to be like, that wasn't too bad. But it's not going to be like I didn't want to say Shawn Michaels and Jannetty, you feel me? I didn't want to say that, you know, but because it's kind of saying Dawkins won't live up to anything.
Yeah, but then again, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes kind of already rehashed that.
That's kind of, you know what? I always, even though it's early, I would say them, right? Because not Trick. Carmelo was big dog, and it's like he developed himself where it's like he don't have to win because he's good. Like we know he's the future, right?
Exactly.
But Trick, you see, if you watch Trick's early promos with Carmelo, they were kind of trash.
Yeah.
Kind of trash. I was like, yo, you know. But what he is now today is night and day. You know what I mean? So he turned himself into a Batman.
Yes.
With just putting in that work. You know, so you got Carmelo that's a Batman, and you got Trick that's a Batman now. And I think the same thing can happen with the Street Profits if they go their own way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I wouldn't be mad. Before we move on, I wouldn't be mad at a Carmelo Hayes versus Dawkins feud or Carmelo Hayes versus Montez Ford feud. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at it either. But I also feel like to give more credit to Carmelo, I think any feud he'll be in is great.
Yes. Because he's already contending with heavy hitters. He's contending with the Cody Rhodes. He's contending with the Randy Ortons. He's contending with the AJ Styles. He's going up against heavy hitters already. And he's only been on the main roster for a month. Give that man his props.
And look, you know how you know this is like Carmelo's really that guy? He's really the future. One of the guys to lead the future. Because what they're doing with him, they kind of did it with Austin Theory in the beginning. And it wasn't When Carmelo says the things he say to these legends, we believe Carmelo.
Yeah.
We believe him because of how he comes off, how he walk, how he talk. It don't seem like someone put this. I'm reading something.
Like it's not forced. Exactly.
Yeah. You know. So yeah. I like that, man. Man. So we talked about Randy Orton and AJ Styles, which was probably the best veteran match I've seen in a while.
Yes.
And I don't want to call them veterans because they're legends at this point, right? But that might be the best legendary match I've seen. Like, not legendary. Best match of legends I've seen in probably ever. I'm not going to lie. Like, that late in their careers, both of them guys are 45, 46 years old.
Yes.
AJ might be 47, but they're in that age range.
They're mid-40s. So, yeah.
Like that. Whereas, like, yeah, man. I could watch them have matches, at least 5 more matches, man. Like AJ and Randy's chemistry is crazy. It's crazy. LA Knight and Santos, that was a good match. You know, that was I like Santos. I think that he can actually be one of those guys that can be, one of the guys that can win a championship. At least be like a guy that maybe lose to the world champion,
He can be Alberto Del Rio 2.0.
Yeah, because he can talk, he's believable, and he's good in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio was a good match. That was another legend match. We got to put Kofi in the legend status. I don't want to I said what I said in that tweet.
Oh, so yeah.
I know what I said in that tweet, but Kofi is a legend, man, at this point. Damn. And Rey Mysterio is a Hall of Famer. And that I don't even have to say that to say
no, he needs an introduction.
Hall of Famer. Yeah.
He needs no introduction.
Yeah. So matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish the Kings out, and then we're gonna talk about the Queens, right? So the quarterfinals end up being Gunther and Kofi, which we kind of touched on a few times with the tweet and all. We have the Jey Uso and Dragunov, which was a dope match, and I think Jay has a chip on his shoulder. That WrestleMania match with Jimmy, he's getting more of the blame than Jimmy.
Yeah,
and with Jimmy being out, it's easier to just say Jay. But I think recently, after that, I feel like Jay's been putting on like good matches. I don't want to say bangers and all that, but good matches. His match was Dragunov. When you're working with some, like, look, it's hard to have a bad match with these following names, and these guys are active, right? Gunther, Dragunov, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. You can't have a bad match with those guys. And it's like two more people I could put on there. Sami Zayn and I'll even go Ricochet, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I could go a couple names, but those guys, like, you can't have a bad match with these guys. You know what I mean? The guys I name, I feel like they up there. They're up there. Like, yo, you have a bad match with them, like, and I said Kevin Owens on purpose because he don't get as much love as he deserves. He makes so many people look good, and he's good himself.
Yeah, win or lose. Yeah.
To me, he became a legend. WrestleMania versus Stone Cold. To me, that was the stamp of becoming a legend because he made Stone Cold. Because if you remember that match, I watched it a couple times. In the beginning, Stone Cold was kind of like moving a little nervous, like, I don't know if I can, you know. But once Kevin, I think hit him with a suplex, and then Stone Cold back hit, and it's the way he kind of got up. It was like, all right, we in it now. And Kevin Owens made Stone Cold look like Stone Cold could beat a lot of people on the roster. You know what I'm saying? It made us forget. Well, it made me forget Stone Cold is damn near 60 years old doing this in this match. You know, Kevin Owens allowed me to believe Stone Cold was whipping his ass.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of wrestling fans, they not gonna appreciate what I just said. They're gonna be like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, how if he's losing, how does he get credit for losing? You know, man. You just gotta know, man.
Yeah.
Randy Orton and Carmelo Hayes. Love that match.
Yeah.
You know,
Melo's making a name
for the cleanest RKOs of the year.
Yeah.
One of the cleanest.
One of the cleanest.
But take off. How you feel about that match?
Randy Orton, I don't think I even need to say it. The RKO out of nowhere is a thing of beauty. And also, if it wasn't for his opponents, it wouldn't be as good because you gotta really know how to sell it. And Melo is athletic enough to where he makes it look like he got shot with a shotgun. Man, you gotta know how to sell that bad boy. And boy, the thing is, the match was a very well wrestled match too. I can see these guys maybe opening up a pay-per-view or something like that, or being a mid-card match or something. But a lot of people don't really like the Randy Orton mid-card role, but we'll talk about that later. But overall, I enjoyed what I saw from that match.
Yeah, man.
And Carmelo's making a name for himself. Like I said, Carmelo, he's making a name for himself. I love it.
Yeah, man. And it's funny, and I think wrestling fans should like chill now. Y'all gotta chill with the whoop that trick now. He's moved on from that rivalry. He's here now.
Exactly.
I want that to kind of die out, because Carmelo really that guy. You feel me? Let me see. And Tama Tonga and LA Knight. That match was good, but it was a DQ. I mean, not DQ, it was a distraction win, correct?
Yeah, it was a distraction.
Yeah, and it's like LA Knight, come on, geez, what we doing? But I like what they did in the show, having him face off with Logan Paul. So it's like, all right, we're going to get that at SummerSlam. Because LA Knight need a title, man. He need a title. It's not like he's young. He's not spring chicken, is what they say. So it's like you can just give him the title and it'll be okay. Because it's like, yo, he's good. Like, come on, LA Knight is the U.S. champion, bro. Are you serious? You know what Gunther did with the IC title?
But prestige. Yeah.
He made that thing he made that the title of WWE at a point.
Yeah.
Right? LA Knight is going to do that for the U.S. title in a different way. If and when he gets that. But that was that. Out of the quarterfinals, what do you think was the best match? I'm gonna run through it again. Gunther and Kofi, Jay and Dragunov, Randy Orton and Carmelo, Tama Tonga, LA Knight.
I'm gonna go with Jey Uso and Dragunov.
Ooh. Okay. Me, I'm gonna go with Gunther and Kofi, man. Because like I said, I thought it was gonna be a short one, but I like how it played out because it's like it just shows that Gunther uses his head, and he's really the ring like he really that, you know. Okay, so we go into the next round. These matches didn't happen yet. We're getting these matches this week. So tomorrow we're gonna get Jey Uso versus Gunther. I'm gonna let you start off how you feel like it's gonna play out and where both of them go from here.
This is the hardest match to predict because Jey Uso is on a train right now, and they still want to make Gunther look strong. But Gunther is the number one pick to win the King of the Ring this year, and I think they can make this match look great without making the loser, whoever that is, look weak.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I'm going to go with Gunther in this
one. Okay. Where do you think they go from here? If Gunther wins, you already kind of said where Gunther goes from here. You think he's going to get King of the Ring, and I do too. Where do you think Jey goes from here? Do you think does he start to dibble dabble in the bloodline situation? Do the bloodline get involved in his match?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting at. It depends on how that match ends. Yeah. Because think about it. He could be going backstage, hanging his head low. Oh man, I lost. And then Jimmy Uso pop up and give him a hug. Or the Bloodline 2.0 interferes in the match. Or they can have him reignite the feud with Senor Money in the Bank, you know, Damian Priest. I'm interested to see this because there's a lot of ways that one could end. But yeah, like I said, you know, I think all roads go through Gunther.
Okay. I'm gonna speak on that. Then I'm gonna ask you about the second one, right?
Right.
I'm gonna have Gunther on that, and I feel like I don't think Jey will come out looking weak if he loses to Gunther quick, or if he loses to him like in a 15-30 minute match.
In a classic, yeah.
Gunther is that good where he can run through people and you can just really be like, okay, that's Gunther. Like that's Gunther. Like if Gunther ran, like I think that's the reason why we really want to see him versus Brock Lesnar. Is because we know we want him to be the one to retire Brock Lesnar.
Exactly.
And it challenged Brock Lesnar to get back into his bag. Because when Brock is in his bag, he's in his bag. Like he's really one of the top guys when he's in his bag. You know, he got a bad rep because he kind of, it looked like he carried himself like he didn't care. But it's like, yo, if he likes you and you can work and you know you safe, y'all about to have a crazy match. Him and Cody was crazy.
Yes.
Him and Cody was crazy. Him and Roman that last 2 times was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think Gunther is going to end up winning. I think it's going to be clean. I don't think Bloodline is going to interfere. I think that would shortchange Gunther. It would like give him a fluke win where I feel like he don't need fluke wins. And Jey is tough because Sami Zayn is still the champ, IC champ. The only thing you can do is have him go against the winner because it is Senor Money. He can't even call him that no more. The El Champion.
El Campeón.
Yeah. Him and Drew McIntyre is going down at King and Queen of the Ring. So he might get the winner of that. You know, I think Damian Priest is going to retain. And we're going to talk about that towards the end of the week. But I think he's going to retain. But I do like, because you have to give Jey something. Jey has to get something.
Yeah.
Something. Or it's like his, I don't want to say it's a failure or a bust, because at the end of the day, I think the goal for them was to make a name for themselves. Where it's like they go to Usos. We used to get they go to Usos. You hear me reference so many times that segment when Roman calls Jay Jimmy,
Yeah.
and Jay says, "I'm Jay Uso," and Roman says, "Does it even matter?" Since that day, we know who Jimmy and Jay is.
Mhm.
It's night and day. You know, so that I think that's a reason why, like, when we get those two guys back together, they're gonna
Yeah.
go to a whole nother level, is because we know who they are. You know, we're not gonna get the Uso penitentiary type of promos anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas this Jimmy talking and then Jay say a couple lines. Nah, like we know who y'all are now. We expect certain things from y'all. We expect Jimmy to, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, be a little funny. You know what I mean? Kind of unserious. We don't know how he's gonna, like, I feel like he's gonna change a little bit in his character. I
Mhm.
think Jay's gonna stay the way he is. He's not gonna be angry Jay, because you know, when he was with the bloodline, he was angry Jay. He was the one always yelling, "That's Sammy." You know what I mean? At
Yeah.
this point, a lot of people forgot that. A lot of people
Yeah.
forgot Jay was the angry one, and Jimmy
The
was
loose
the one
thread.
that was the one with reason. You know, it was
Exactly.
because switching up towards the end. All right, that's one. That one. Then on Friday, you get Tama Tonga versus Randy Orton.
Oh, for sure. I think this is a Randy Orton win. But here's the thing, because I don't see Tama Tonga in a main event. Now, WWE could pull a fast one on us and put him in the main event of the King of the Ring early. They could do that, but then again, that would make Gunther's win too obvious. If Gunther wins, which I believe he is. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, that would make it way too obvious. But once
yeah,
again, I know it'll be like winning the lottery, but it would be like, a shot in the dark if Tama Tonga were to win this tournament out of nowhere. Because think of what they could do with the Bloodline story if he were to win the King of the Ring. Think about what direction that could take it in.
yeah. It'll
That
take
could
it in
open
it.
up that could open
Yeah.
up a whole new realm of possibilities.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't see him winning.
Yeah.
I don't see him winning. I think Randy's going to win. I think a match, because I don't think we got it. I don't think we got the match before.
Yeah, we've
Randy
never seen
versus Gunther.
Never.
Come on, man. This is going to be a real test for Randy to see where he's at today. I'm not saying he's going to go on with pressure on him. You know, I think that he's going to do his thing, you know, but it's going to be a sight to see. Imagine if Randy is the King of the Ring at 45. We got to as much as Randy's up there with the legends, he's going to take another step. And now we got to put him with the top 5.
Especially because this is the first King of the Ring in damn near a decade. So this one really has to make it count. This King of the Ring had the same prestige it had in the late 90s and early 2000s. Because back then, the King of the Ring wasn't a gimmick. It meant something. You're the next guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Even like just the way, like all this is kind of nostalgic, man, because we get the matches the weeks prior leading up to the tournament. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, not the tournament, the actual finals or whatnot. But yeah, I got Randy winning that. I don't think Randy's gonna win King of the Ring just because what I said, he's 45. You got, and I don't know how old Gunther is. He might be in his 30s.
30,
probably late 30s or whatever.
Yeah, mid 30s. Yeah.
Mid 30s.
Yeah.
But he's the fresher face, and it's like he has to be rewarded for having that title for as long as he had. If Roman was in the tournament, I would expect Roman to win. So the guy who had the second longest reign, he should win the tournament. Who is he really losing to? You know, I think he'll kick out of an RKO, which is going to set the place on fire. Because I don't think anyone kicked out of an RKO in a long time, if at all. You know what I'm saying? My brain is not going to go back too far, but I think he'll kick out. You know what I'm saying? But to me, and you can answer this after. The better match of the two, Jay and Gunther.
Wow, Jay and Gunther versus Tama and Randy. Probably the best match is going to be Jay and Gunther, more than likely.
The only way I feel like Randy and Tama Tonga can have the better match if the story is right, right?
Yes.
If it's like, okay, we build into our Randy's really going to go against the Bloodline 2.0, and it's a lot of people saying they don't like it, they don't take Solo serious, but if Randy goes at the Bloodline 2.0 and loses, you can't say you don't believe Solo no more. You can't say all that stuff anymore. He just beat Randy, you know. So
yeah,
I think
because
they may be going that direction.
Does Solo have a match at King of the Ring?
No, nope, not that I know of.
Yeah, because I could see if he beats Tama Tonga, I mean, if Randy beats Tama Tonga, I could see Solo costing Randy the King of the Ring.
Yeah. I think that might be the Bloodlines 2.0, the Bloodline 2.0's first real like rivalry, you know, because you have to show them, you have to show that they're strong, you have to show that Solo's not to be fucked with, you know what I'm saying? You have to show that, and at the same time, you have to build up this match with him and Roman. A lot of people saying it's going to lead to Roman and Rock, but him and Solo, that's the match people are going to appreciate a little more. Because it's like, yo, all right, the young, like, Bloodline's out of control. It's time for the big dog to come back.
Yes.
WWE gets what they always wanted. Because you feel it. You feel it. The moment you hear, like, the moment you hear it, you know the crowd is going to lose it.
Yeah.
People, it's funny because it's like a lot of people say this about LeBron. Like, yo, appreciate him while he's here, because once he's gone, you're going to miss him. It wasn't even 24 hours, man.
Yeah. And we were here. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I just think of that thing right there, man. King of the Ring, I like it. I like how it went so far. It's told a lot of stories. We're going to see a lot of stories come out of that, you know, and I feel the same for the women. And on the women, we're going to run through it too. First round, we got a match. And I didn't ask you what you feel like the first round, like the best match of the first round was. I'm going to just leave it like that. There was a lot of matches. You feel me? I ain't going to even put you through that. There was a lot of fire matches. I ain't going to put you through that. But I will put you through this one.
Yeah.
The first round of the women, man, we're going to have to get a bona fide what was the match. And to me, I feel like I know which one I like the most in the first round. But we're going to run through it, right? So we had Zoe Stark versus Ivy Now.
Yeah.
Then we had Lara Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. That was a good one. The first one was good too. I didn't think Zoe's gonna win, but I ain't mad that she won, because she's, like it or not, she's believable. You know, there's a lot of people that give her flack, but it's like she's believable as an ass kicker, yo. You know?
Yes.
Valkyria, I liked her work in NXT. I think the crowd is going to get familiar with her. So her being Dakota Kai don't really need to win matches right now. We know she's just getting back. So her just out here winning matches, it'll look crazy. Like, she's getting back. She was out for a minute, you know, so she's kind of working herself back into start winning matches, right? Then we had Io Sky versus Natalya. That was a good match. Io Sky versus the Vet. And to me, I feel like Io Sky she might be, as far as like in the ring, she got to be, to me, she's top three. Top three women. Out of all the women, she's top three. As far as what she do in that ring. And it's tough to find a real top three for the women, because it's really top heavy as far as like who's the best women out right now. We got Nia Jax versus Naomi, you know. I'm gonna just say it now. To me, that was my favorite match out of the first round. That was my favorite match because throughout the whole match, I'm thinking it's something extra in this match that I don't think a lot of people are catching. Right? You've seen a lot of teases of Nia joining the bloodline, and we know Naomi is Jimmy's wife. So if you want to add that element to it, and then we get the real, like we get War Games with something a little different. This will be the first one when you have two women in there. With the like, you know, the other fellas and whatnot. You know, they probably got one ring, the guys got another ring. I don't know how they would do it. Who knows? Maybe you just scrap that because that might be too much. But to have them join, come on, man. Come on, man. And that, like I said, that match was fire. Like I said, Nia Jax is one of my favorites right now since she came back. Like Nia Jax has been to me phenomenal. Like I get a good laugh. She's believable.
Tremendous, yeah.
Yes, man. Yes. We also got Bianca. The only reason why I'm running through these is because it's a lot of these matches. From I kind of ran through the first round of guys too. Pause. But look, we got Bianca Belair. She went against Candice LeRae, and that match was the beginning of Bianca's knee. Bianca's knee. I thought she was going to lose that match because of that, right? Because in my mind already, I'm thinking her and Jade is not going to meet up. So Bianca losing, it won't hurt her because we know where she should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Candice LeRae, she's more of a tag teamer. You know what I'm saying? As far as right now, she's good. But I think right now they gotta just stick with the tag team thing with her and what's her name? India Ihart or something like that. I know I messed it up. I had to mess it up. I feel like I messed it up. But we ended up getting Jade versus Piper Niven, which was a dope match to see Jade, her first real match. You know what I'm saying? Her hitting her finisher on Piper. Shout out to Piper. Piper's underrated. She's definitely underrated, man. I feel like she deserves a run. It'll be tough to try to map out a run for her, but I think she deserves one. A singles one. Then you got Tiffany, the controversial Tiffany Stratton versus Mia Chen. I think everyone kind of understood who was going to win that match. You know? Then you got Shayna Baszler versus Maxine Dupree. We knew who was going to win that match as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But like I said, I had Nia Jax versus Naomi be the best match on the first round. How about you?
If I couldn't pick that one, it will be the match with Valkyria. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the same thing with you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in the quarterfinals, we got some bangers. Some motherfucking bangers. Io Sky versus Shayna Baszler. Fire match. Fire match, man. That's the only thing I can say. I don't want to pull the tweets back up, but I was like, yo, Io Sky is like, yo, she's getting dope. And her chemistry with Shayna Baszler, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. You got any comments on that match?
5-star match. Probably my favorite match of the that round. But go on, like we'll get to it. I'll compare and contrast. But yeah, go on.
I'm with you with that. I'm saying it earlier. I'm with you on that. Live Valkyria versus Zoe Stark. That was a good match. Valkyria won, of course, because she was just NXT champ. Zoe Stark wasn't a champ. You know what I'm saying? But it looked good. It looked good. Like you it was a point where you thought Zoe could win that. Then we end up getting the controversial Bianca Belair versus Tiffany Stratton. Now, this match was controversial for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. And Bianca actually got some heat from the internet wrestling community And we hear on and on about how overrated Bianca is and how she's basically female John Cena and she's burying all the talent, yada, yada, yada.
You know what's
Listen.
crazy about that? And there's no shot to John Cena. She's better in the ring than John Cena. She don't suck in the ring. Like, yo, Bianca might be the best seller in the fucking company, probably in the industry. Bianca, it's no way in hell. Bianca should be making us often think she's really hurt. How she sells these things.
Yeah.
Now the lit be a little crazy, but she sells all this. She's a great seller, and she's great on offense, like putting in her work. Now we get to the point where it is like the female John Cena. Remember when John Cena was getting to that point where he hit the FUAA/AA, no matter where you was at, he was gonna make it happen. Especially like when he first became when he first dropped Dr. Thugonomics, kind of like maybe towards the end of that. It was low key like, yo, the FU out of nowhere. Without, it can't look like the RKO, but
exactly.
It's like, yo, you didn't know it was going to happen. Bianca being able to,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say, but if you think about it, the KOD is nothing but just a reverse attitude adjustment.
Yeah, and then she slams her victim in front of her, but the thing with that is, she's doing that out of nowhere. It don't matter where you at in the ring, it can happen to you because she's strong enough. You know what I'm saying? John Cena was strong enough too, but his was more so like, Bianca's like, come here. I kind of like it how, they kind of slow roll it. Like, because you hear the momentum for the crowd. The momentum of the crowd. The crowd go crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, but the overrated stuff, I'm not jacking that. I honestly feel like it's a deeper hate. It's a deeper hate, man.
Yeah, and I get sort of kind of, but guys, come on.
Yeah, man. Because it's not like she's a champion. Because it's you can easily give Bianca the Charlotte treatment.
Yeah,
and she can make it work just like Charlotte do.
And that's the thing is, to me, the hate is unwarranted because I can see if she sucked in the ring or wasn't talented on the mic, anything like that. I could see if she was not a talented person. But come on, she's talented in all three stages of wrestling.
All of them, man. Yeah. All of them. And she's a better heel. She's a better heel. People don't know that, but she's a better heel. And she's fire as a face. Like, come on, man.
Does WWE... She's way too marketable right now to turn heel. And that's another thing why people call her female John Cena. Because if you recall, they were trying to turn John Cena heel during the Rock versus John Cena feud for WrestleMania. But they said they don't want to do that because John Cena is too marketable. He's too big of a cash cow. And it's the same way. And I think that right now, aside from Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair has one of the highest selling merchandises in WWE. She's one of the highest sellers.
Yeah.
So, do they mess that up, quote unquote, by turning her heel, or does Triple H risk the lower sales by them turning her heel?
And granted, it's an anomaly because literally, like, shout to Stones, man. Yo, I don't know when you put this up there, man. I'm just now looking at the comments, man. But, but like,
But yeah, like I said, them pulling the trigger on a Bianca Belair heel turn, I think it is risky, but it will pay off.
My bad. Yeah. Like, I think it's an anomaly. It's only happened with one person, but Roman Reigns might be the most marketable heel we ever seen.
Oh yeah,
he's the top dog.
And the last heel, exactly. And the last heel that was that marketable was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and that was 20 years ago.
That's a fact. And that was WCW. That wasn't even in WWE.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like every now and then it can happen, but it's like, Bianca would still be marketable if she was a heel.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then we got Nia Jax with Jade Cargill, which sparked a lot of talk. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna slow down with this one a little bit.
Mhm.
Shout out to Nia Jax. I want Nia Jax to win the tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want her to win the tournament. I think that having Jay lose the way she lose was safe.
Yeah.
People don't like it because they feel like they could have drawn it out, but I'm like, nah, why?
Yeah.
Nia
You still
said
got
that.
Yeah.
Nia went to her daughter, said what she said to her daughter,
Yeah.
and then she responded how she was supposed to respond.
Yeah.
People begin too locked into this fantasy, this fantasy thing. They don't understand these are real people too. So they have to add that too. So if if Nia did that and Jade just let it ride, come on, B.
Exactly.
How would that look? How would that ever look crazy? People will be talking about that. Like, damn, she said that about her daughter. Damn, she weak. She ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So having Jade go out the way she did, now when Nia did what she did with the chair, somehow ended up cutting Jade. She was cut over here. You know what I'm saying? It was a little crazy, but hey, man, we saw some color on Jade. She came to WWE. Well, she getting her hands dirty. I personally, Dredd, want to see that feud. I want to see 3 matches with them, yo.
Exactly. It should be a trilogy. And yeah, no doubt that Nia should win one of those. So yeah, but that would be the next best build. Heck, I could see something like that going into the Royal Rumble, to be honest, because you know the storyline is already there from this year's Royal Rumble. So why not?
Yeah, for real, man. Like it's like what I saw on the internet was crazy. I'm like, yo, are y'all serious?
Yeah.
Are y'all serious?
Nia Jax is a heel. She's supposed to do that.
Like, come on, man. That was crazy. So, all right, bet. So this is what we got. This didn't happen yet. Oh. Did you say which match was your favorite out there? Io Sky, Shayna?
Yeah, Io Sky. Yeah, Io Sky and Shayna was my favorite match out of that.
All right, bet. And Bianca and Tiffany was dope. It was controversial. I didn't say all the reasons. Now let me say the reasons, right? Before the match, the controversy was the video that someone called her Magna Tiff. Magna Tiff. Not Magna. Magna Tiff. But Tiffany Stratton posted the video of her hitting Jade, and the audio was calling her a black bee. She deleted it ASAP, and I'm not gonna lie, I think it was an honest mistake. You know what I mean? It's easy to post something not knowing there's audio to it, especially if your phone is down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not tripping off of that too crazy. It was still a fuck up, still a major F up, but during the match, there was a lot of things going on, man. That's all I gotta say. There's a lot of things going on in that match, man. And I'm gonna leave it there. So this is what we got, man. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, man, we got Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. I think that's gonna be a fire match, yo.
For sure.
I think that's gonna put Lyra in good company.
Exactly. Now, my only other question is Io Sky the favorite and is Valkyria the underdog in this match? And if Valkyria is the underdog, would her winning mean more? I think that the thing is, everybody says, well, since Io lost the title at WrestleMania to Bayley, she needs to get more back on the comeback trail. She needs to do something that's more relevant. So would a win from Io Sky stop Valkyria's momentum? I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think it will hurt her that much. I think it would benefit Io more to win this one, but I think they probably are going to go with Valkyria more just based off of momentum.
Nah,
but just for the
I agree with you, man. I agree with you.
Yeah. But who you got?
I have Io, man. Io, easy, easy. It's like, no, it's not gonna be easy, but I got Io. I think Lyra. I think I think this match is going to showcase her in a different light in the loss, a good one. So going forward, she can start getting in that picture. After Liv and Becky situation, she can kind of step up. Not really next in line, but she can get in. She can kind of cut a couple people.
Yeah.
So on Friday, we got Bianca versus Nia Jax. This is a perfect way for Bianca to go out.
I agree.
She got the knee issue. She got the knee issue. You got Nia Jax that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's gonna be targeting the knee. I like that was played on, man. We was rewarded in Tiffany versus Bianca. We was rewarded for being wrestling fans, man. We was rewarded for seeing what happened last week, and it actually carried over this week.
Yeah.
Jacked up. You know what I mean? We got that with Seth. Seth's final run going into the WrestleMania. We actually got rewarded then. So now it's like it kind of continue on. We got Bianca. Granted, it's like a work, but still, they're carrying it over, man, to the next week and whatnot. I got Nia Jax winning this match based off of just being too Bianca won't be able to overcome it. She's gonna try. She's probably gonna try to do the KOD and her knee give out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, you just couldn't do it. Nia was just a little too much, Shout out to Nia, man. I think she's definitely gonna win that one, man. She deserves to be. To me, she deserves Queen of the Ring, and to have, talking a little forward, to have Nia Jax versus Io Sky.
Oh yeah,
I think that's gonna be a kill of a match too. Got Io Sky that can move all over the ring, run circles around Nia, but you got Nia that's been accurate with her stuff. She kind of, I want to say mastered, but she's up there, like as far as mastering the slow pace.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll have someone that's a little quicker going to get someone that's like that want to slow you down.
Yeah. David
and Goliath. You know what I mean? Danielle and Jade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be our finals with Nia Jax overcoming Io Sky. Yeah, Queen Nia. Come on, man. Nia deserves something. If you're not gonna give her a title, give her Queen of the Ring. Let her talk crazy for the next year. I like that, man. I
agree wholeheartedly. I see. Matter of fact, I see exactly where that's going because Bianca doesn't really need the Queen of the Ring. She really doesn't. I mean, she has already got enough accolades. 2-time women's champion, Royal Woman winner. She doesn't need it. And I mean, and Nia, she worked her way back into WWE's good graces. Like, because a lot of people weren't too hot on her coming back to WWE. It's like, oh, she's a bad worker. Her promos are crappy.
Yeah.
She took a little time off. She refined her craft, and then she got better. And guess what? This is the best Nia Jax you've
ever seen. And I feel, honestly, she's getting better every week. She's taking a step forward every week. Now it's like, all right, now we starting to see, you know what I mean? We starting to see, all right, now The Rock's cousin is starting to play a part.
Yeah.
And it's not because of, she's getting favor. It's because she's starting to tap into what she's naturally good at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Her bloodline screams, I'm made for this. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to Nia. I think she's gonna win that thing. Who you have winning?
Oh, I had Nia for sure.
Okay. So shout out to, granted they didn't win yet. But shout out to Nia. I got Nia being Queen of the Ring, and I got Gunther being King of the Ring. And Dre, you said basically the same, right?
Pretty much, yeah. The writing's on the wall.
We definitely gonna revisit this after.
To see how were. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Once we get the concrete card, I feel like we got almost all the matches, but we got a whole week, man. Something that could pop up.
Exactly.
So we could definitely gonna we're gonna talk about King and Queen of the Ring. We're gonna talk about the actual card, the whole card. We kind of spoke on El Capitan. I keep saying that wrong, but Damian Priest versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I'm trying to think. Do you know any other matches? I can pull it up, but I honestly just want to wait. But off the top, that's the only match I know.
Yeah, and I actually kind of want to be surprised, so I don't want to look at the full card.
Word, yeah. So we want to attack this again later in the week. Let me see. Was there anything I missed, man? It was something. Shout out to Drew McIntyre. He's still
Drew cooking right now. He's cooking.
Yeah, man. Like, we getting so much good stuff with WWE right now, bro.
We're eating good with WWE.
Like, it's really
quality
cool. Yeah. When people say wrestling's cool again, I like seeing it. At first, I was like, yo, it's whack, whatever, why I was saying that. But I like seeing it because I was there, bro. Like, during that little dark time in 2019, 2018, whenever that Roman dog food thing was going on. That 3-year span, it was pretty bad, man. It was pretty dark. After Kofi lost to Gunther, he was approached by Karrion Kross. Now, at first I was like, yo, Karrion Kross, he just be talking crazy to anybody. Then I thought about it. I said, because I seen the graphic, someone made a graphic. There was like everyone that Karrion Kross talked to, they turned heel.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a Kofi? First of all, I thought that the New Day was going to retire faces. But do you think a Kofi Kingston heel run? I don't want to say necessary. How do you think that would play out? If that was
I would be interested to see where that would go because, we haven't seen a heel Kofi since the heel New Day was a thing back in 2016, so almost 8 years since it's been a thing. I would want to be interested to see where him as a heel singles competitor would go.
I think if he becomes a heel, you have to throw a title on him.
Oh, for sure.
Maybe not the big dog, but you definitely got to throw one of them titles on him. Have him do his thing and then put over one of the young up-and-coming guys. Maybe Carmelo.
Maybe.
But I honestly think Carmelo kind of skipped the line, man. If he's not going to be the U.S. champ, he's going to be battling for the big championships, man. But, I seen that, and I had posted it, and then, just scrolling through this thing just to make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, yeah, bro. How do you feel about Alpha Academy? What direction is Alpha Academy going, bro?
Wow. Especially with Chad Gable in the direction he's going in. I am very, very interested to see where they go with the Alpha Academy. I mean, it really is an up in the air kind of thing. But also, who would it benefit the Alpha Academy as a tag team to feud with right now? Or that we would believe. That's as a belief. That's where that's the tricky thing to me right now. I like their work, but it's like, do they have a Miz and R-Truth feud in them where they get the titles? I actually think that's who. Tell me if you think this is a hot take. I actually think that they should be the ones to dethrone Miz and R-Truth.
I'm not mad at that. I feel like the Miz and R-Truth is set up basically for, I don't want to say they transitional champs, but they transitional champs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good to see them.
They got the
reason, I feel like we see R-Truth a little less since he's a champion. I don't know what's up with that. But
they both got their WrestleMania moment. So yeah.
Yeah, you got your Miz got cheered at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I definitely think them two guys can definitely take the titles from them, and it'll work. It can definitely work. It can definitely work. It's being heels because Otis is unless Otis turns on, because remember before it actually happened, they were saying that Chad Gable was going to recruit the what's those guys' names, man?
The Creed brothers.
The Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was going to be his new faction, right? So the fact that he's like belittling these guys and Maxine, you feel me, every week, at some point, and then he talked to Ivy now. Remember? He talked to her. I don't know if she's going to join or she's going to get the guys to join. Like that thing right there can go a few ways, man. But I want to see them kind of speed up the process with Chad Gable, as far as like, all right, we know he's heel. Let's start putting some action to this. Start putting a little action to this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, start winning these matches. Like, we don't need y'all to be, poo-pooing.
Sure.
Let me see, man. Let me see. I think I got everything.
But yeah, unless there's something new pops up, I think that's about everything.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's it. That's all. Shout out to everybody that's coming in, man. Y'all a little late. It's all good. Y'all can watch the run back. And on top of that, y'all can listen to the audio because it's gonna be out in a little bit, man. But you already know it's WWG 006. Let's talk about the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. We talked about it. You feel me? King and Queen of the Ring is on the way. Yeah, they need to do something else, man. Because I'm sitting here saying King and Queen of the Ring, and I'm running out of breath.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about, and it's crazy, right? Because this whole show, bro, we didn't talk about one guy.
Exactly. And that one guy being?
What? Cody Rhodes. We ain't talking about Cody this whole show, man.
Yeah, because he's got a feud with with Logan Paul. So yeah.
And we mentioned Logan Paul a little more than Cody on this episode. I'm not one of those that think Cody's title run is a fluke or whatnot, or like whatever. I just think that the timing isn't now for ours, because right now I feel like they're trying to put things together to hold him off until The Rock comes back.
Yeah.
But right now, the top thing on Raw it's not even Cody. It's not Cody. Like, really, it's a couple things. I mentioned it with the Alpha Academy situation. Rhea being out, Dom and Liv. Damian Priest asking Dom, hey, are you a Rhea cool? And Dom never really answering because they got interrupted.
Yeah.
That's going to bleed out some more too. So, yeah, man, it's dope, man. We definitely going to attack all this stuff a little bit later. You feel me? So, with that being said, Dre, man, you already know, man. Let them know where to find you at.
YouTube.com/TheDreadMan, TikTok.com/TheDreadMan540. As usual, Kev Easy, thank you for having me co-host the show, brother, and I will see you guys next time.
You already know. That's WWG 006, and I'm out this business. Cheers. The intro will be back next episode.